More than 285,000 people in the central, eastern and southern parts of the United States were left without electricity after a winter storm that hit these areas. The state of Tennessee suffered the most from the elements. More than 150,000 people were left without electricity there. A winter storm brought heavy snow and freezing rain to these regions. Icing of trees and power lines led to massive power outages. Due to the cold snap and the complicated situation on the roads in Tennessee, 18 people have already died. The ice element was accompanied by a hurricane-force wind, after which trees were knocked down, roofs of houses were destroyed, and power lines were broken. Authorities report that it will take several days to deal with the consequences of the elements. An earthquake of magnitude 6.5 struck northern Peru at 10:58 a.m. local time. The source lay at a depth of 100 kilometers. The epicenter was located 162 kilometers from the city of Moyobamba. Tremors were felt in Peru and Ecuador. According to preliminary seismic data, tremors in the area of the epicenter were well felt and could lead to light or moderate damage. Data on the destruction and casualties have not yet been received. In social networks, internet users report that tremors were also felt in some border areas of Ecuador. The earthquake led to the fact that many citizens left their homes in nearby provinces. Eyewitnesses shared photos and videos of this event on the internet. At least one person was killed and 8 others were injured as a result of a tornado that hit Hale County in the U.S. state of Alabama. A tornado, formed during a snowstorm, caused severe damage in the county. It is specified that several buildings were seriously damaged, some were completely destroyed. 8 people were hospitalized. Information about their condition is being specified. It is also reported that several cars were flooded and houses were damaged as a result of a tornado near the city of Sawyerville, Alabama. At the moment, the damage is being assessed, assistance is being provided to local residents, and work is underway to restore the infrastructure. Another wave of rain covered the Dominican Republic, causing rivers to overflow their banks. Literally a few days ago, heavy rains that lasted more than 10 hours caused large-scale floods from which many cities have not yet recovered. 2,578 houses were flooded and 3 destroyed. Civil Protection added that nearly 2,500 families are in need of temporary housing. Civil Protection also reported damage to a power plant and a bridge, leaving some areas isolated. Fire brigades were called to rescue or evacuate dozens of people as a result of severe flooding in the municipality of Puerto Plata. 155 millimeters of rain fell in 24 hours. Hurricane winds with gusts of up to 35 meters per second have been raging for the second day in a row in the city of Malang, which is located in the Indonesian province of East Java. As a result of the violence of the elements, great damage was done to the infrastructure. The hurricane claimed the lives of 2 people and at least 10 more were injured to varying degrees. Tulang Bawang affected 3 villages. 145 houses were damaged. Intense but not prolonged rain caused localized flooding in Diong, Indonesia. In some areas, strong streams of water were noted, which swiftly rushed through the streets, demolishing everything in its path. Local residents shared photos and videos of the aftermath of the heavy rain. In these footage, one man with his moped can be seen being swept away by the torrent of water as he tried to drive across the street. According to media reports, the rain lasted about an hour, and during this time about 60 millimeters of precipitation fell. The maximum height of the flood reached 25 centimeters. Part of the local roads were temporarily blocked for traffic. Authorities have issued a yellow warning for heavy snowfall in Himachal Pradesh, India, as well as extreme cold. Meteorologists predict heavy snowfall within 48 hours. Degrees Celsius. In some areas, snowdrifts have disrupted transportation and power supplies in some parts of the state, especially in Shimla, where in some areas up to 35 centimeters of fresh snow fell in just a day, covering trees and cars in a thick layer. Authorities warned motorists to take precautions for a layer of ice on the road. Many locals shared photos and videos of the snowfall on social media. A major landslide came down in the state of Sikkim, India on the Singtam-Rabong road. According to preliminary information, no one was injured during this landslide. According to local media, since yesterday evening, specialists and workers have been working in this area, eliminating the consequences of small landslides, and also expanding the road. During these works, a large landslide occurred. A heavy snowfall that began last night in the city of Isparta, Turkey, paralyzed life in the city. The thickness of snow across the province exceeded 30 centimeters. As a result of heavy snowfall, many trees were felled, power lines were cut, and at least 10 building roofs and sheds collapsed. Such weather conditions have led to poor visibility on the roads, as well as the occurrence of many traffic accidents. Traffic jams formed on the roads. Traffic was paralyzed. Several areas are still without electricity. Mount Merapi in Indonesia decided to make a comeback and released a small table of ash and steam that reached a height of about 1,000 meters. During this eruption, pyroclastic flows converged. Dozens of sand mining trucks were reported to have fallen into this cold lava flow. The drivers had to hurriedly leave the cars and move to a safe distance. As of 1:30 p.m., at least 20 trucks were trapped in a lava flow in the Boying River, local media reported. There were no casualties from this stream. Thank you for watching the video. Thanks for supporting the channel. Good wind and weather.